jab.
Here you go. Nice, man. That's right. Let's go. Here you go.
Solid. Easy. There you go. Ooh. Okay. There you go. Nice. Easy work, Derek. Yep. Come on. Same thing. There you go. Get tight. Get tight.
Let's go, Derek!
Easy work. Oh yeah. One more.
Come on!
Woo! That's it. Yeah! What is up, guys? I'm Sos Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health and social well-being, and this is episode 9 of Time to Build. And what you all just saw was pretty much an update of everything that has happened between episode 8 and today. So as you guys know, I said that I strive to do my best to try to put 1 to 2 Time to Build episodes up a week, along with the usual informative content. I was only able to do 1 for this week, and that's just because this past week was very much stacked for me. So like today is Sunday, and what you just saw was everything from Monday all the way through yesterday, Saturday, and at the very end you guys saw the last day was squats. You saw what I was doing, my 4x4 with 340 pounds. You saw my boy Jake was getting it in. You saw Derek work up to like a heavy double, like either 590, 595. You saw Che, and that was the only day. Yesterday was the only day for this entire week, guys, that I actually worked out with other people. For the rest of this week, I was having to go to the gym at very random times, either between clients or very late at night, and pretty much try to get in and get out, which wasn't too bad. And you guys honestly didn't miss that much, because aside from what I just showed you guys, my accessory work was a little bit weird this week, because not counting the test week, this was the 4th week of training. And basically the way that works, guys, is that every 4th week I do a deload on my accessory work. You guys remember that I showed you I have moderate rep progressions where things go anywhere from it can be 8 to 12 reps, 6 to 8 reps, whatever, something like that. And then there's a higher rep progression where it can go as much as 15 reps. Well, every 4th week, the way my deloads work with my accessory work is that whatever the movement is, I decrease the sets by 1. I decrease the weight by anywhere from 10 to 15%, and then I always do the bottom end of the rep range. So if it's a moderate rep progression, for example, like 8 to 12, and it's 3 sets, then that becomes just 2 sets of 8 automatically for the deload week. Or if it's a high rep progression and it's 2 sets of 10 to 15, then that just becomes 2 sets of 10 with 10 to 15% less weight automatically. So that's part of why, between being as busy as I was and between my workouts actually going relatively quickly due to that, I pretty much was getting in and out the gym in maybe 45, 50 minutes tops. So because of that, it actually worked out really well for me, because I was able to get in, get out, and get back to work. Not that I don't consider YouTube, to be very valuable, but you guys already know, you boys got to grind. I had a huge influx of in-person training, new online clients, huge, a lot of program requests, just different things going on that I had to handle and take care of. So it actually worked out really nicely, and I didn't want to make those already, fortunately short workouts longer by having to try to set my camera up by myself and do this and that with every single movement. So that's pretty much why this week went the way it did. But like I said, you guys are pretty much updated and caught up now on what you missed. This upcoming week will be an official deload for the big movements. So like I said, this week I didn't deload on anything but my accessory work, but this upcoming week will be a deload for bench, squat, deadlift, and pin lay rows. And then the following week, usually I actually for each training cycle have 2 deload weeks, but for this one only, my coach is allowing me to just take the 1 if I only want to take the 1. So that I think I'll be fine after just the 1. And then so the week after next week, I'll be doing my new 2 to 5 rep max test on bench, squat, deadlift, and pin lay rows, the same type of test that you guys saw me do during the test week before the actual training cycle started. So my goal is pretty much to kill that to make sure that I hit like really good numbers, so that way my next training block can be a little bit more intense as far as the loads that I'm working with. The loads that you guys are used to seeing me work with, you know, more like in the upper 2 to 300, upper 2, low 300s for reps with bench, then, you know, squatting in the 400s for reps, and then like, you know, pulling hopefully back in like, you know, the 400s, eventually get back to the mid 400s, upper 500s as my sumo form continues to get better, which honestly is feeling great, guys. Like, you guys hopefully can tell from the clips, like, I'm finally getting my rhythm down. Everything feels a lot better as far as my cues, pulling slack out of the bar, keeping my hips in position, my back tight. Everything's just feeling great. But yeah, I pretty much just am using this video, this episode is pretty much just kind of updating you guys with everything that's going on. And now a lot of you actually have been asking me, like private messaging me, like, hey, so like what exactly are you building towards? And I assume that most of you asking that are people who, like, you know, maybe are brand new subs. So you maybe weren't here at the beginning of this series, which is like, maybe started like, what, I guess about 4 weeks ago now at this point. Time's going by. But anyway, basically, guys, to kind of catch those of you who are new up, this series, Time to Build, is about, first and foremost, you know, I'm trying to build up, you know, of course, build up my strength, because I am a powerlifter, so that's always a huge priority. I'm also lean bulking, so I'm trying to build up my body, build up my muscle mass, and then also just building up my technique, like fine-tuning everything. Because for me, at the point that I'm at, having, you know, been lifting for, even though I've only been powerlifting for a couple of years, I've been lifting for 6 years, working out for a total of 12 if I count the 6 years of calisthenics before I got into weightlifting. Every little thing matters now for me to progress on certain things, like especially feeling like for my bench press, for example. Like, I weigh currently 163 pounds. That's another update for you guys. That's about where I'm at, which is going great because I'm trying to gain about 2 pounds a month. I started around 160, finished off at the end of last month around 162, and now I'm around like 163. So by the end of this month, I want to be around 164. So that's going well. But anyway, I digress. Because of what I weigh, I've maxed out my bench around, like, you know, 341 for competition and 350 for touch and go. So in order for me to really push and progress that more, yes, I can still very gradually gain strength, but gaining weight is also going to help me a lot with that. And getting better with my technique, being very technical as far as maintaining tightness, keeping the bar bend, keeping my elbows stuck. All these little things are going to help me improve upon my bench press. So that's where the kind of building my technique comes into play. And with everything too, like building my sumo deadlift back up now that I switched back from conventional back to sumo, trying to improve my squats. So it's about, you know, just building everything as a whole. And as you guys know, this series always has to have a focus first and foremost on helping you all, just like every other video, even though these aren't quite as informative in nature in a direct sense as my, you know, videos where I'm just talking to the camera, breaking down a topic for you all. The point of this channel, every video on this channel, has to be to help and benefit you all. So that's why I'm giving you the different tips and stuff like that to help you, you know, oh, this will help you with your form on this movement so you can get the most bang out of this movement, or this is a bulking tip, things like that. So it's kind of like we're all trying to build together. That's kind of the purpose of this channel. But as for what I'm kind of building towards, guys, is basically just becoming a better, more efficient power lifter as a whole. Like, you guys know that my last meet was technically like the first time ever where I didn't beat my previous total. I actually got like 10 pounds less than my total from the meet before that, but it was my best Wilks score because I came in 5 pounds underweight. But like, I never want to do that again. I competed at 158. I don't ever want to do that again. I want to make sure that I'm as heavy as I can get away with within my weight class, whatever weight class it ends up being. And I just want to be at the strongest point I can be. And I just don't want to make those little technical errors, which is why, you know, I hired TheSwolefessor as a coach, so I can have someone who's objective with me. Not because I don't know what I'm doing, but because I'm objective enough to know that, hey, I'm at a point now where every little thing matters. So having someone on the outside who can watch and objectively regulate everything, who won't be biased for or against me, but can just give it to me as it is and basically do what I do for a lot of you, like, that's going to be beneficial to me. And it's been great thus far, and I'm really glad that I made the choice that I did. But basically, by the time I compete next time, guys, I want to destroy my old numbers. I want to make the former Marcellus look like nothing as a powerlifter compared to what I bring to the platform next time around. I'm talking like next time I want like a minimum of a 520 pound deadlift, a minimum of a 460 pound squat, and a minimum of a 350 pound bench. Now, mind you, that's only adding 10 pounds to my current best maxes. But once again, due to diminished returns and how long I've been lifting, adding 10 pounds to a max at this point is a big deal for me. So I just want everything to come together. And like I said, those are minimum. I'm planning on even crushing those numbers, but that's kind of like what I'm building towards. It's kind of what this series is for. I'm just trying to build myself up as a person, as a whole. And you guys know I'm always about building myself and bettering myself so that I can more effectively help you all to do the same. It's kind of like the cycle. That's what this channel is about. You know, yes, we go against like the myths, the misinformation, the BS that this industry unfortunately becomes saturated with, but why do I want to do that? So I can help you all. That's the main focus of this channel. That will always be the main focus of this channel. That's the main focus of this series. I'm building myself up so I can more effectively help you all do the same. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it for the update. I think I covered anything. Told you, you saw the list. My weights, it's gonna be coming up for this week. Oh yeah, I know a lot of you still want to see like, the push focus, squat, and bench days. I haven't shown that since the test week, but that will be coming up this week. I'll be sure to record that for you guys. Mind you, like I said, it will be very lightweight on the actual bench and squat because I'm deloading, but everything else as far as the accessory movements will be about the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you did. If you did not, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.